So this is an OpenChain Telco workgroup meeting. This is part of our work groups around the world that build a more trusted supply chain. And just like all of the Linux Foundation meetings, this is held under the Antitrust Policy Notice, full policy on the Linux Foundation website. And if you have any questions and you're from a member company, you can ask our counsel, Andrew Updegrove. Well, with that, I'll hand over to the chair of Telco, Mark Etienne.
Yes, thank you, Shane. So some news. We had submitted comments on the CISA document, but since there is still the shutdown in the US, I had no news from CISA. I had submitted comments on behalf of our group, and these appear on their website. But Nokia had also sent comments, and they sent it the last day where it could be possible, and these do not appear on their website. We got an acknowledgement that they were correctly received, but since the shutdown was just after that, I don't think they have processed the comments. There were many comments received. I didn't read all of them. Some were given by big companies, some were given by smaller companies, and some by individuals. I don't know what CISA will do. Some of the comments are a bit contradictory. In the CISA document, they recommended the licenses as a field, which was not the case for NTIA. And some comments said that it was a good addition, and on the other hand, some said that licenses were not part of the security, so that should not be included. So we will see what CISA finally decides. So since these licenses were mentioned by CISA in the draft of the version 1.2 of our document, I proposed the last time a modification. Previously, we had these fields mandatory, but they could be no assertion. They could have the value no assertion, meaning that the information is not really provided. So in the draft of 1.2, I had said that no assertion value was not allowed. So we'll see after what CISA decides if we maintain that or not. So still on draft 1.2, Jimmy Alberg from Ericsson had proposed to include a chapter on encryption. So the wording he had proposed was put in the draft, but last time we discussed that it was not the redaction was not fully clear. So last in the last meeting, Jimmy promised to propose a better redaction, but it seems he had no time to do so. I sent him a reminder yesterday, but I got an automatic answer that he was traveling in Asia, so he's not able to join today. I don't know, Shane, if you met him recently.
Yes, we had dinner last night.
Okay.
The Korean event was extremely busy, so he's been in constant meetings for the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's not that urgent. We can discuss that later. So that was for the news. Um, uh, a very small comment. I found a small bug in the validator, so we'll publish a new release um, in the next days. It's very minor, but when you followed the Caesar SBOM type with something else in the comment, it was not processed correctly. So that is for the news I had. Has someone else something new to share?
Uh, I have a small note about CISA. I can't confirm who has been impacted by the recent layoffs, but I know that at least some of the key people who were involved with the SBOM work are on the out of office side. So Alan Friedman posted on social media with a colleague of his, who I think was partially responsible for taking over his work, and it seemed the colleague was not in the office. I'm mentioning this because CISA has about 2,600 employees. About 800 are or were still at the office, but that meant that two-thirds were not. And it seems that our SBOM people were part of the two-thirds who are just not at the office.
Yeah, yeah, I knew that Alan Friedman has left Caesar. Well, perhaps because he was. I have no precise information, but that's perhaps because he felt that the funding of Caesar would be reduced by the current administration. But
Yeah, and his replacement person seems to be part of the shutdown, so that's why they're just
yeah.
not.
Okay, so um, what I wanted to do today mostly was to review the ASPOM quality guide that has been produced by the ASPOM work group. So I will share my screen. Oh, okay, do you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so first, I propose that we check the part of the guide that gives the mapping to the telco guide. So that was already filled. So we can check. I have already seen, and I didn't find issues, but we can check again. So as it is explained in the side note, in the telco guide, we recommend usage of SPDX in either version 2.2 or in revision 2.3. Still in this table, they have put the equivalent in SPDX3 and CycloneDX 1.6, and they have put it in parentheses as it is not really part of our document. It's another discussion, but well, when SPDX3 is more adopted, is more widely adopted, we can probably permit SPX3 also. One question that was asked in the previous meeting in October was whether we should we could make the validator able to use SPDX to validate a document in SPDX3. I had answered by email that for the moment it was not easily doable, in the sense that to pass the SBOM, we use the Python library, and the Python library for the moment has no support for SPX3, so it would need a complete rewrite to do it. We expect a new release of the Python tools, of the SPX Python tools, but well, last version is more than 1 year old, and the maintainers have not been working on it since that time. So a new maintainer has been nominated, but I don't know when the new version will be published, and especially when there will be a version that handles SPX3. So this being said, we can check, but for me there are no there's no issues with the content.
Just a side note about the
Yes.
SPDX3. Yesterday it was on a tooling working group call. I think Oliver shared that the BSI in Germany, the BSI's SBOM guide in Germany, basically mandates either SPDX3 or I think then it was Cyclone 1.6 or 1.7. So which is a bit odd because there's no SCA tooling support for SPDX3 at the moment.
So you mean the BSI document has a
Yeah.
new release?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a new release on that.
Okay, I didn't know that, but
Yeah, have a look. Yesterday I tried to get it myself, but I don't know, the BSI site was down or something, so I couldn't see it. But yeah, Oliver, he was sharing that yesterday, that it clearly says that it is SPDX 3, not 2.3 or 2.2 or whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's
which is interesting at the moment.
Yeah, that's a big move because
Yeah.
The tooling for SPX3 is not yet well. Many tools still produce
Yeah.
SPX2 and even the quite big tools like Black Duck.
Yep. Yeah, I think Black Duck has 2.3 and Cyclone 1.6 are the highest they can produce at the moment.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is Konga speaking. Thank you for the discussion about this. And regarding to the BSI document, you can see in the chapter 6.3, we've already updated version. We've already used the updated version. And BSI mentioned they are not they are not allowed to use SPDX version 2 series. So it's a little bit matter. Yes. So the URL is a new one, BSI released.
Okay, I
Tomo.
will.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so. Okay, so does anyone has comments on the mapping of the telco document here?
So I have a
Mm,
minor question or comment. So
yes.
could you go to the 6.8 creator field, the upper side maybe? Yes. So if my understanding was incorrect, I apologize. So I think in the Telecom SBOM guide, the tool information and SBOM type information must be contained in the 6.8 creator field and 6.10 creator comment field, respectively, I think. So as you can see, the 6.10, we can see the, can I write down? We can see that to be able to put SBOM building information, but 6.8 is nothing here. So if it's necessary to add the same words as that of the 6.8. How do you think that this word?
The create. Mm,
Creator field also contain the tool information, I think. That be the SBOM build information.
Okay. Do you see now the text of the telco guide?
Yep.
Okay. So we say that the creator field must contain the organization and the tools that have created the SBOM, and so that's the creator field, and then in the the CISA SBOM type must be put in the creator command.
A comment field, yes. So the 6.8 and 10 is the had better have a same words, I think, to be able to put S1 build information.
Yes, the build information is in the creator command, yes?
Create a field and create a comment field. The both field.
Yes, the creator command, the creator contains the organization and tool that has created the SBOM, and the creator command contains the CISA SBOM type. So I think it's what is. I think it's what is in the document here is correct, or does
I think that
Can I confirm?
yeah,
Our SBOM document quality guide missed the section 3.5 from the telco spec. So this quality guide should be include the organization keyword and the tool keyword to the 6.8 creator field. But on the other hand, creator comment field, SBOM build information is same meanings about the CISA SBOM types, I believe. Is my understanding correct or different?
yes, yes. So,
Koku-san, is my understanding correct?
so could you go back to the telco S1 guide, please?
yes.
So I think that section name is the S1 build information 3.5.
Oh, oh. Um, okay. Here we call that build information. It is the information when the SBOM. It's an information about the building of the SBOM. So here we have to. it's well, okay. Now I understand. Um, in Caesar, you could understand build information in the sense uh, when the software was built. But here, what we call in the guide the build information is when the SBOM was created. So what we call build information here in the guide is when the SBOM was is information about the creation of the SBOM. So first we say who created it, the organization, the tool, and then we provide the NTIA SBOM type, so design, source, build, analyzed, etc. Yes, the title build is perhaps a bit
Yeah, I'm just thinking that would it make sense to adopt the idea of that the SPDX or Cyclone DX or whichever artifact that's going to be delivered, for example, downstream, those ones are called SBOM documents. Would that make it more clear?
uh, um, so where would you like to change it?
Just like, for example, here in the heading, that it would be SBOM document build information.
Okay.
I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
I think nice.
Okay.
Because, yeah, indeed, like, if we talk about the build, that is it when whatever the application was built,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
SBOM document when, and obviously this is about when the
yeah,
SBOM
yeah,
document was built information, like who created the document and using which tools, etc., etc.,
yeah,
and
yeah.
when.
Okay, yeah, I think this is, yes, I think I have now understood the confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The software is built at some point of time, and the SBOM is built
Yeah.
at the same time or afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
By using whichever tools, by this organization or this individual, or.
Okay, so yes, I have now displayed the comments. And so, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it can be confusing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so any comments uh, on the mapping? Okay. So are there comments on the other part of the document of the SBOM quality guide? Okay, should we browse the document from the start?
I think that's a good idea. Oh, Kubota-san had a comment. Yeah, just that.
Yes, so that we
Yeah.
provide comments quickly, so he can release the guide before the Open Compliance Summit, which is in December. Oh.
And actually, speaking of which, yesterday one comment was that okay, these SBOM documents, SBOM whatever document formats is one thing, but then like Philip, especially, he was mentioning that the content of all SBOMs, it's still not correct. So that would be actually one thing that the whole industry should, pay attention to as well.
So, are you speaking of Philippe Bombredan?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his comment that as long as the content, I don't know, the licenses or packages or whatever, is not correct, um, and that would be the first thing to fix in the whole industry. And but yeah, on the other hand, we need to have some sort of good forms to deliver that data as well across the company boundaries. So, but yeah, that would be, in his opinion, even more important thing to fix.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay, see, I made a small spelling correction. So here we have the aim of this document. Okay, here there is a famous the discussion on how to identify packages. So you are giving some of the identifiers, the software hash ID, the package URL, the CPE. You have no preference on which format to use. In the telco SBOM guide, we recommend the package URL. So does anyone have a favorite identifier?
Not really favorite, but was there some discussion that the package URL, it will become, what it ISO or ETSI standard?
It will first become a NECMA standard.
Okay.
And then it will be fast-tracked to ISO. That's
Okay. Yeah.
what Philippe Amredan told us in Amsterdam.
And do you know when this will happen?
No.
Okay. Well, likely next year, at earliest.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Yes, my
Thank you.
experience would suggest that once they have it as a standard with someone, once it's ready to go into ISO, then it'll be going through a pass process, which takes approximately 9 months. So if they become an ETSI standard, then it will take a further, 6 to 9 months to go through the pass process. From my experience, that's not a hard rule.
Yes, from my experience, the package name is something that is not always very good. The same package might be named a bit differently by different tools. Uh, So I'm browsing the document, but if you have comments, don't hesitate to. Yes, about the known unknowns. It's not very obvious on how to provide that in the SBOM. It is required by the NTIA minimum elements, so we also put that in the telco guide, but it's not obvious for me on how exactly that should be expressed in SPX.
Out of curiosity, like how is it done, for example, for the SBOMs you produce or you receive these known unknowns?
Honestly, it's it's often not expressed.
Yeah,
So there are
yeah, that's what I was
missing
thinking.
there are missing dependencies, missing transitive dependencies, which are not present, and you are not informed about it.
I have one example for the known unknowns, but
Yeah.
it used incorrectly. The provider don't know and they don't investigate their independent modules. So in such case, they sometimes provide, we have some dependency, but I don't know. In such meanings, they use known unknowns.
Yes, they put a comment that it is not known. Yes, here it's what I said before. The name of packages are sometimes different.
Yep, like some time ago when I did comparison between some SBOM tools, this was constant issue there that like how the packages were named, and then trying to figure out like if one tool, I don't know, includes the same packages than the other tool. It was quite exercise, let's say so.
Sorry, same as Shane. I needed to drop off this meeting for the next meeting. So thank you.
Okay.
And chapter 5 will be changed in near future. So we are now discussing. So I'm sorry, but chapter 5 will be a little bit changed. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Yari Masayo-san, do you want to continue browsing the document?
I have a meeting starting in 9 minutes, but
Okay.
yeah, maybe we can
Okay.
5 more minutes to have a look.
Sounds good.
Okay, this is not complete. Okay, yes, so this is a BSI where
Yeah.
they only allow SPX3.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Well, it's not. It's just, I think, the BSI's guide, so it's not mandated, but still it's,
Yeah.
I think, a bit early.
Okay, what I was thinking. They use the words should, shall, may, but I don't think they reference I don't think they reference the recommendations.
Or the
The RFC.
yeah. Yeah, that should be there.
Okay. Okay, so I will let you go to
Yeah.
the automotive meeting, and I will send my notes. So thank you for your participation.
Merci bien, monsieur.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Goodbye.
All right. Ciao, ciao.